Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of the Knit With Me series, and today I'm just going to do a little intro. If you haven't seen part 1, well, go back and watch part 1, it'll be linked below. And yeah, what we're doing is we are knitting an infinity cowl together. So, well, I'm knitting and sharing it with you guys, I guess, and I'm assuming some of you might be knitting along. But yeah, so in part 1 we did a provisional cast on, and we cast on and joined in the round and started the first bit. So today I'm back just to share with you some progress. I will say I actually, after I sort of signed off last time, I got to the end of the first repeat and I sort of looked at it and I realized it was going to be a little bit too wide. So I went back, I ripped back actually, and reduced my stitch count to I think 110 stitches. It was like around 132 before. So I reduced it down to about 110 stitches. I probably could have gone down to 100 looking at it now, but I think this is going to be a nice width. It's going to be nice and deep, and we'll see how long it ends up being. It might only end up being like a single loop, it might end up being a double loop. We shall see how far we get. I'm already 2 repeats in, and this is, each skein has 16 repeats, so I'm already 2 repeats in, so I'm not sure how long it's realistically going to get, but we'll see. Either way, I'll still end up with a usable cowl, and yeah, so this is all part of the adventure with handspun. You don't really know exactly what you're going to get. I could have done a swatch and done some maths and figured it out based on that, which would have been the smart thing to do, and if I was really concerned about the size and all of that, that's what I would have done. But in this case, like I said, it's just a for fun sort of project. I'm not super stressed out about making sure things line up in a specific way, or that it be a specific length. So we're just gonna roll with it. And yeah, so in this part, it's just gonna be little snippets of me in my day-to-day life as and when I pick this project up and knit on it a little bit. I won't be filming every single time I pick this up because it'll get a little bit repetitive and a bit boring, I imagine, but you'll see little snippets from here and there when I am working on this project. So right now I'm just waiting for my lunch to cook. I've just popped in some pasta and into the oven. I've done like a pasta bake type thing, and yeah, so tomorrow I am going to be going with Layla to visit my aunt in Kingston, and then we will be going to Richmond and meeting up with some knitting friends for lunch over there. But because we're going to be having lunch a little bit later than Layla usually does, and also I'm not entirely sure there's going to be anything at the place we're going to that she will want to eat, so I'm making a pasta bake to take with me because she loves pasta bake right now. That and jacket potatoes are like her favourite thing. So I can feed her some lunch while we're at my aunt's house before we go to see my friends. So yeah, that should be fun. If I didn't say, today's Thursday, the 8th of August, and I'm not sure when these videos are going to be coming out, to be quite honest, so it will probably be a while before you see this, in which case I've just been telling you about what we're getting up to, even though it's probably going to be a couple of weeks from now before you see it. Oh well. Alright, I'll see you again soon. Hey guys, welcome back. This is the continuation of part 2, which you're probably still watching the same video. I don't know why I just said that. But I thought I would do a quick check-in because the last you will have seen, I finished the first skein for the cowl. And quickly, just to address the elephant in the room, I am wearing my latest finished design, which I'm really excited about. I just finished weaving in the ends this morning, so this hasn't been blocked yet. I just wanted to put it on and see how it fits. I love the nice long sleeves for myself because that's what I like, and I like the neckline. I really love how this neckline sits. It's not too wide, not too open, it's just a nice neckline. Anyway, back to this. So this is where we're at. I finished the first skein, and I will be honest, this isn't quite as long as I'd hoped it would be. Once again, my own fault. I did not do a swatch, and so I could not estimate how big my finished piece would be. I just thought, you know what, let's give it a go and see what happens. Either way, we'll make something work. As you can see, as it is, it's not really enough even for a single loop cowl. Like, it would be super snug. So my idea had been originally, with the two skeins together, that this would be like a double loop cowl. That's not really going to work, but it would be quite a loose single loop cowl, which isn't necessarily exactly what I want. So what I'm thinking of doing is, once I knit the second section on, I will turn it inside out essentially. So rather than looping it around and seaming it like this, pass the cast on side in through the middle, so doubling it this way like this, and then so you have the cast on edge on the inside here, and then seaming together. Sorry, upstairs neighbours are still building, and so there's a lot of noise. Anyway, what I was saying was to double it over like this and seam it together, and then then you could reverse. So this colour would be on one side, and then this would be on the other side, and then you'd have a really thick double cowl to wear this way. Now obviously, more than likely it'll end up being this long-ish once it's doubled over, but then I think actually that'd be quite nice, because then once you put it on, it'd be nice and like scrunched down around the neck, and because it'll be double thick, it's going to be super warm and snuggly for the winter. And it will probably be quite, even though it's it's not a super dense gauge, like when I hold it up you can see, you can't see through it, but you can see the light coming through the stitches. It's not super dense, but because it will be double thick, and so it'll be really nice and warm for the winter. So that's my current thinking about what I'm going to do with it. Rather than it being an infinity cowl, it's just going to be a double thick sort of regular cowl, if that makes sense. So now it's time to move on to joining the next skein. I'm going to start this from the inside or from the outside. Let's just start from the outside. I did that with the first ball. So all you do is you just leave a long tail. I left a tail on the previous skein. I'm actually in the middle of a round, doesn't really matter. In this case, doesn't particularly matter. Leave your tail, pick up your yarn, and just keep going. Keep knitting across. And what I tend to do is, after I've knit a few stitches, I will go back and I will, especially in this instance where all your ends and everything are going to be on the inside, they're going to be covered, you're not going to see them. I don't actually really bother with weaving in ends. I just tie a double knot to secure it, and then leave that tucked in on the inside and keep going. What you can do is, after you've done a few rounds, you can go back and weave in your ends if you want to, so they are more secure if you'd like, before you do any seaming at the end. But not entirely necessary. As long as you put in a nice secure knot, it should be fine. I swear it sounds like they're drilling right next to my ear. I don't know if you guys can hear it that loudly, but it is really loud and really obnoxious. Anyway, got a few more weeks of this now, to be honest. be honest, it's very, very infuriating. Yeah, and so that's basically it. You've joined your next skein and you just keep going. Now in this case my skeins are different, but if you've got matching skeins or whatever, or if you're using self-striping yarn or something and you want to make sure the stripes match up, then obviously you can take more care in how you join your yarn and where in the repeat you join the yarn. But I've got two different colours, two different colour repeats here, so it's not so important. And yeah, so just keep going round and round, keep knitting, and I'll see you when we get to the end. I'll still record little snippets here and there of me knitting out and about everywhere, wherever I am. But yeah. Hey guys, so today is Saturday 18th, I think, 17th of August. I'm at my parents' at the moment. Layla and I came up to London yesterday, and we met up with my mum, and my cousin is up who's visiting at the moment, and we were in London for the day. Got home, and then last night after Layla went to bed, I picked up the cowl and I was knitting away on it. I got about 5 stripes in from where the marker is, and this morning I've just put one more stripe, I guess like repeat of the gradient in, and now everyone's out. My mum, my brother and Layla have gone swimming, my dad's gone to do some work, and my cousin and his wife have gone into London for a couple of hours, and I'm home on my own enjoying some peace and quiet, and waiting for Perry to get here. He's driving up right now, so he'll be here in about an hour, so I've got some nice quiet relaxing time before people start getting back home. But yeah, so I'm just going to knit away on this, maybe watch something on YouTube and relax.